Well, hello, darlings. It's Liz, and welcome back to Pass or Smash, new makeup edition. Yeah. So here on Pass or Smash, we talk about new makeup releases, primarily indie brand launches, and we decide if we want to pass, as in buy bitch, or add to cart. If you're new here, hi, my name is Liz, and welcome to my makeup garden. We just talk about makeup here. We play with makeup, that kind of thing. So we keep it very low key. All right, so let's get into it because, you know, there's always new goodies. And I have a list, my paper list. So Sigma Beauty has a new collab palette with Angela Bright. It is a 14 pan palette. There are 8 mattes, 2 shimmers, 2 metallics, and 2 duochromes. It retails for $50 and it is available now. Here's the deal, okay? I don't have any of the modern Sigma palettes, okay? I have their Untamed palette and it's just okay. The palette as a whole is just okay. So if the formula is the same as Untamed, I'm not interested. I'm waiting to hear some things. I want to hear from other people because there are certain influencers that I trust. And then there are some that I just really, I'm kind of like, I don't know. You're seeing this through rose colored glasses. So I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see. For right now, this is going to be a pass. Yeah, it's very pretty. I don't know who Angela Bright is. I'm going to look at her socials and check her out. But right now it's a pass. But the color store is very pretty. I like the little pops of brightness in there, but it's pass. So, okay. I have more information on the previous sneak peek of the BellaBeautéBar Best Mattes. It is a collab with Ellie, Starr, and Brittany Huffman. And it is 36 shades that are magnetic, so you can fully customize it. And it is now, the launch date is June 26th. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here is actually the color story. So all of the most popular shades that I'm seeing in palettes right now. So I'm talking about the Serpent palette from, who is that, by NBA Cosmetics, the Serpent palette. I'm talking about the Enchanted Forest palette by Salem Cosmetics. There's a lot of overlap on shades, and I'm seeing a lot of those shades in this color story. For me, I don't think I need this in my collection, mainly because I have a big collection and I have a lot of these shades already. But if you're just starting out and you want kind of a trustworthy company, I think the BellaBeautéBar, this palette as a whole, might actually be the way to go. Mainly because it is pretty much every matte that you can think of. You know, it's a rainbow palette, but it's an interesting rainbow palette. So for me, this is a pass, but I would absolutely, if I didn't have such a big collection, I would say smash. But for me, I don't need this in my collection. It's beautiful though, but it's going to be a pass. I'm more interested in the palette as a whole, and being able to customize that with special shimmers, even from other companies. But this particular palette, it's going to be a pass. So, all right, Gourmand Girls has leaked a picture. I couldn't find any additional pictures of this yet, but they're doing a collab palette with someone named Siria, Siria, Soto, Soto 93. And this palette, a portion of the proceeds will go to Siria. So I guess she's been battling cancer, for a long time. And Gourmand Girls is doing this palette and giving proceeds to her. And the cover was designed by Doodles by the Bunny, which is very cool. And the palette, I guess, is centered around breast cancer awareness. There's only 2 little sneak peeks there. One of them looks like a glitter. I don't know if it is. And then it looks like there's a red matte shade. I'm sure this color story is coming soon. It does have a tentative launch date of June 21st. And that was, Christina, the owner, said, that's providing everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. So yeah, but that'll be great. So I'm really curious about the color story. Honestly, it kind of caught me off guard. Like the timing of it caught me off guard. Only because like it's June. It's not October. And normally when you see a breast cancer awareness palette, it's in October. But, it's interesting to see it in a different part of the year. But, I'm curious what the color story is going to be. So I can't say pass or smash. I don't even know what it is. So we'll see. More information coming soon. All right. So KlarityKosmetics has a new palette coming. And I love this format. So it is a 16 pan palette. There are 8 pressed pigments. And there are 8 foiled eyeshadows. Normally when you see pressed pigments in an eyeshadow palette or in like the verbiage, that's because our FDA is not caught up with the rest of the world for the eye safeness of some of these pigments. So even though the European Union has them approved, the US is, not the quickest to approve things. So I actually like this color story. I like this. I want to see more swatches here. Actually, here's the swatches. But I want to see this on the eyes. I haven't seen any eye looks with it yet, but I think it's really pretty. First impressions of it, I'm going to say smash. But yeah, really curious about that. Don't know what's going on with that, but we're going to say smash. I like the format a lot. This format is something that Beauty Bay does a lot, this 16 pan eyeshadow, and I think it's a really good number for an eyeshadow palette. It's not too much, it's not too little, and it's visually appealing to me. But yeah, we're gonna say smash. It is $56, you can use a code on it, but the only code I could find was 5% off, so if you have a better code for KlarityKosmetics, will you comment it below? And I will update the description box with it because I could only find one from Steph, from Steph's Beauty Stash, and it was for 5%. So it was from months ago. I don't know if it's still active, but if you have a better code for Clarity, then drop it below and I will update my description box. As always, all of the information for any of these launches is in the description box below. If you've been here before, you know I try to do that for you guys. So, all right. The next 2 items are via TrendMood. And so e.l.f. has released, this was spotted in Target apparently, has released their Poreless words are hard, their liquid Poreless primer, Poreless Putty primer hydrating formula is what it says. It's like the Putty, oh my God, I cannot say that. The Putty primer. But in a squeezy bottle. So if you don't like the balm shape that currently exists, you know what I mean? Where you dip your fingers in, you can actually get it in a liquid now, which is very smart, I think. I haven't used a Putty primer in years. I wouldn't mind trying this. The Putty primer is not my favorite primer ever, but it's a good primer and it's drugstore. So I'm gonna say if the price is right, we'll try this. So smash, but for winter time. I don't really need all that extra hydration right now. It'll just make me greasy, but we'll say pass for now. If the price is right though, maybe during winter time, I'll try it. Okay. So the last thing that I have, like I said, friends, we are making today, it's going to be so quick. This is going to be a quick one because there's not anything huge to talk about, at least not that I could find. If you know of something else, then please comment it below and I will cover it next week. But there wasn't anything that was wow, So the last thing on my list today, Kaleidos has expanded on their Symphony Face Illuminator. And this is their brightening powder. It is blurring, mattifying, buttery smooth. It is $16 a piece, which is not a bad price, honestly. And there are 2 new shades. There is a peach punch and a moon punch. They're launching June 6th. So at the time of filming and at the time of airing, these are already available. This is going to be a pass for me. Kaleidos is really leaning into the Asian beauty standard, which is fine, but it's not my aesthetic. And I kind of miss the old Kaleidos. And I just kind of wish they would, I don't know, do something. I don't know. That's like petty Liz, like, is a little bit jealous. Like, I'm a little bit jealous. Because I wish they would just, like, you know, gear something more towards my, I guess, my style. Like they used to. But yeah. So this is gonna be a pass. Not really any real smashes for me this week. Except for the Aloha palette from Clarity. I think that's like the biggest smash for me. But yeah, just some sneak peeks and some little bitties here and there. But anyway, I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here and for watching my Pass or Smash. I know it's kind of a boring week for new releases, but I didn't want to skip a week. I feel like things compound so much that if I make an excuse not to film it, I definitely won't. So, and if you're curious, I will put what's on my eyes today in the description box as well, or maybe in a pinned comment. I don't know. I'm gonna, I actually filmed a Get Ready With Me and created this look, so maybe I'll just put the link to that video in the pinned comment, in a pinned comment. But anyway, I love your faces. Thank you for being here. If you like hanging out and talking about makeup and doing Get Ready With Me, then please like and share and do all that jazz. Yeah, I love your faces. Thanks for being here. Deuces.